Okay, so now you know what multi-factor authentication is. Let's go ahead and set up multi-factor authentication for a couple of users in Active Directory. Now we have few users synchronized from on-premise to the cloud here. So we can see the source as Windows Server AD, and when we see the source as Windows Server AD, it means that they are synced users. The ones that have the source as Azure Active Directory means they were created right here. The ones with Microsoft account is a root account created here with full permissions in not just Azure AD but rest of the Azure world. Alright, by this time you might have noticed that there's a multi-factor authentication button here. Click on it and it opens up a new tab. And this is where the list of users will be enumerated, and I can select the user for whom I want to do MFA. I'll select Joe in this case and just click on enable. Well, you may be thinking, if I have to do MFA for hundreds of users, do I have to click on each one of them and do one by one? Well, there's a PowerShell way of doing it. For everything, there's a PowerShell way. In fact, I always encourage people to do a PowerShell way rather than doing a GUI or GUI method, because that makes life much easier. Alright, so for this user, multi-factor authentication is enabled and you as an administrator is done with your job and your activity. Now it's Joe who has to choose the kind of authentication he prefers. I will log in as Joe, so I'll quickly launch in private mode. I'm using Firefox, so that's why I'm using private browsing. If you're using Chrome, you'll go for incognito mode. In Internet Explorer, it will be in private mode. So I'll quickly type myapps.microsoft.com. I'll be presented to type the user ID here, which is Joe at domain.com, and domain name is naresh26260 outlook.onmicrosoft.com. In production environments, this will be your custom domain. This will be your own domain, like accenture.com or maybe microsoft.com or your company name.com. Yeah, and click next. Now we type in the password like that, and then I sign in. Now you get this message which says your organization needs more information to keep your account secure, right? Alright, so let's see what we get. Hit next. Additional verification options are required here, which the user has to choose whether he wants an authentication phone or an office phone or a mobile app. An office phone is an attribute in Azure Active Directory. So if you have the attribute called as office phone set up here, I'm just looking at the office phone right here, phone. So if you have a phone attribute here, the multi-factor authentication will pick up the phone number from here. But since we do not have this number here, I can select authentication phone instead of office phone, or download a mobile app instead. Okay, so I'll select authentication phone, and since I'm in India, I'll select my Indian number and put my phone number here quickly. Alright, now I should be getting a phone call, and I'll get my phone from the desk here, change the mode from silent to ringing mode so that you can hear it too to see what Microsoft says. I'll select call me. Alright, waiting for the phone to ring. There you go, it rings now. So I'll pick up the phone and put this in speaker. I hope you can hear it.
Please press the pound key to finish your verification.
Done.
Your sign-in was successfully verified. Goodbye.
Goodbye. So I just hung up from the phone, and this browser should detect that that's my phone number and says you're happy. You can make a note of this app password. You may need it to integrate with other applications. So I got this error. There was a problem processing your request. So I will go to my apps one more time. All right, Joe's signing in. Okay, we're calling. So this time when Joe is trying to log in, he's being authenticated with MFA.
Using the Microsoft sign-in verification system. Please press the pound key to finish your verification.
There you go, done. So I will be successfully authenticated to the enterprise applications, and Joe can now access all the enterprise applications that have been published to him. Although we'll see in the next set of videos to how do you publish the enterprise applications to the users, but this is just a demonstration of MFA, right? So just to recapitulate, first you need to get into the MFA portal here, go to the user section, click on MFA, identify the user, then enable multi-factor authentication for the user or users. Then when the users logs in, they will be presented with the kind of authentication they want. Once they have set up, moving forward, they will be getting the same kind of authentication. You might have noticed a few things, that when this user tries to log in with his user ID, he got a banner. Behind the scenes, he got a wonderful wallpaper. See, this is a wallpaper, but if I type that, see the background changes. So this can be customized so that it can be more focused on branding. That means I can put my company logos. I can also put a message like this, right? In the next sections, we'll see how you can customize this portal, put your own messages here, so only the right set of people can get in, and put some legal messages here, right? Thank you.